6 years later, we were all introduced into a big breakthrough in gaming, and that was a PlayStation 2. Personally, I had one of the first consoles to be released at home here in Ireland, and the difference was amazing. Previously, I had moved from the PlayStation 1 to the Dreamcast, and the PlayStation 2 brought a new generation of gaming. The graphics were improved, the controllers now more streamlined, the DualShock capability increased to perform a better rumble pack experience for the users. The triggers were improved, all around a much better game. And for some, really the first introduction to the open world sort of game. And what we mean by that is a game where you can explore as and when you choose. You're not following a train track of rails, and that was Grand Theft Auto. Now, previously launched before, Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 were a top-down game, two-dimensional. The PlayStation 2 then, alongside, as we all know, GTA 3, really stepped this up. We saw with this gaming platform of open world a lot of other titles, and of course the Final Fantasy series was continued on, having a large following throughout the world. But the PlayStation 2 really set the benchmark, having sold 150 million units in 5 years, beating its predecessor to the point by 4 years. And it only stopped selling in 2013. So although launched in the year 2000, 13 years later, it was still being distributed around the world. What we also saw then is, with the PS2 being launched in the year 2000, 4 years later, the beginning of what we all know now as a trend of revamping an existing console, the introduction of the PlayStation Slim. Me personally, having both consoles, the PlayStation 2 original was a beast of a console. Whenever you tried to play a movie or DVD on it, you'd have to have the sound up to 50 just to hear yourself think. It was like an aircraft taking off and you were attached to the wing outside. The PlayStation 2 Slim solved a lot of these issues, but began a trend of revamping consoles and making you, the consumer, pay more, that, as we'll be seeing in just a moment, people were not happy about.